my problem, my beef with the council is this. You have been given a responsibility to take care of, but you don't. Let's start simply. We've got garbage dump sites all over this town. There's someone apparently also who wants to run for governor that is a clerk, right? But these last 2 years that you have been clerk, you have not done anything about the things that are important to people in Nairobi. You still have got the garbage dump in like Dandora. South B, Langata, South C, if anything, is getting dirtier than it has ever been before. There are estates, not even in the slums or elsewhere, and that's an issue I will get to as in about the slums. The estates, Langata, South B, South C, people have not had water, not for days, or for weeks, or for months, or for years. Yet you still charge them your rates as the council for land, for cess, for business, whatever. People give you their trust to take care of us. And it's not something hard. You are being paid to deliver a service. But you don't. And you still come to a pickup rates. Is that the kind of town, city, estate, whatever we want to live in? It's not. Right? Another aspect that's simple. Look at our river, Nairobi. When the late, like Mushuki, was alive and here, he actually tried hard. Went there to go and make it clean and all that. Right now, where we're back at the same place where we began. Companies, factories in this city release effluent into the river. No one does anything about it. Nema itself is understaffed. It doesn't have the right direction, doesn't have the right ability. It's not able. But even the parts which are able to take care of, they don't. You have got slums, and guys are always coming here, these slum tourists, to come and see the biggest slum, Kibera, which I'm sure guys know by now is not the biggest slum. The guys there have got no water, no power. They must steal power from lines, various areas. No system of sewerage. And those guys are not only Nairobians, they are the majority. And you haven't cared about them for all this time, and you're able to claim right now you will make things different. So apart from being inefficient, apart from not giving the service which you have been mandated to give, you are encouraging corruption through your laziness, your bureaucracy, your lack of foresight, your lack of passion for your job. Let's come to something that's close to the hearts of very many people. You guys say you'll ban all these small like mathries from town. That's very good. That's fine. There's a point in saying they cause a lot of traffic, they always are against the rules, that's fine. But what is the alternative? What systems have you placed to make sure that if these small mathris are out of town, the rest of the Kenyans are going to get transport? As it is right now, with all these mathris around, all these vehicles, people still don't have transport that is enough. When it rains, when there's traffic, when there's a bomb blast somewhere or a riot somewhere, fares double. Apart from that, at times there are no cars to use or anything. So where is your as in like alternative? What solution are you giving? You just come and like disqualify something. There's nothing else you're giving. Okay, you stop all these mugs from coming in town. Where are the jobs for all those drivers and conductors? And because you're in your high office, your high chair, you're elitist, whatever, you are going through traffic in your air-conditioned Benz or like whatever car, you don't go through the things which the rest of the Kenyans go through. Then you come and claim you're able to believe what we are going through. You cannot. The guys who are going to get robbed at the stage, at Odeon, at Accra Road, at Afe Center are normal Kenyans. Why? Because drivers and conductors are jobless, right? But you're there saying, oh, this is a policy that's come up, we shall remove it. I agree with you. I agree with them. I agree with the rest when they say they should remove them. But give us a solution first. That's my point. The other issue that's close to guys' hearts, it's parking. Someone comes, you come to town, you're going to the ATM, the bank, 10 minutes, and you must pay the same parking fee that someone who has parked the whole day pay. Tell me in which universe, in which world does that make sense? Your own court has told you to put in parking meters. And the first thing, instead of realizing that they are making sense, the first thing you do is you say you won't obey the court order. Are those the kind of guys we want? The kind of like leaders we want in the first place? And if I'm parking in town, and I'm paying you. You have got askaris, you have got a building. The least I expect is that my car and the staff inside the car are going to be safe. I want value for my money. I want security. I want to have peace of mind. I know if I parked here, I've paid you for it. It's your mandate to take care of it. I'll come back and find it the way it is. But no one does. Why do cars in this city these days, all of them have got chains on the rearview mirrors if the council is working? Why? Because your watchmen are too busy trying to harass guys who are innocent, claiming they're climbing on jobs in the wrong place, claiming they're talking on phone while crossing the road. It's nonsense. I read minutes for a meeting for the Council of Nairobi, and this is what they had put as one of their means of raising more income. They said what? We will make more laws that are easier to break, so that when guys break them, we can charge them more fines and more penalties to raise our income. Seriously. Is that progressive? You should say you'll give me an extra service, an extra value, and charge me for that. That is fine. Not that you'll make more laws that are punitive, that are foolish, just to harass the people who pay your salary. It doesn't make sense, right? We must come up against it. We must say the truth. It's nonsense. Not just nonsense, as my learned friends will say, it's nonsense on stilts. And that's the truth. This county has got a lot of potential. There's a lot that we can do here. There are many jobs which we can create. There are issues which we can solve. When someone says to deal with traffic, we'll build roads that are wider, that's nonsense. Studies worldwide have shown it does not help. Why? Nature abhors a vacuum. The more space you make, it's going to get filled. There are methods in other places that have been used to deal with traffic. Yeah? That is one issue. The other issue is if people say we have an economy that runs day and night, we'll make more jobs. That's not true. Right? It's like me saying, if I let you work day and night, you'll hire more guys. Where is the money for the hiring coming from? You need more investors. You need a system of business where the main obstacle to business in this city, in this county, in this country is not the government. That is what it is right now. When the Kanjo shows up in Emba or in Kayole or South B, every shop closes because their fines are too much. The issues they want are too much. And finally, I'm doing this. It's not easy. It's not easy. You put your life out. You put your name out. Especially in politics. People will examine your life under a microscope. People will pour dirt, pour money to tarnish your name. They will make very many claims. But I've put myself out there. I'm willing to do it. The youth must realize the tomorrow they promised us, the tomorrow they talked about is today. If we don't change this place, who will? We are the ones who we have been waiting for. And they must realize in the history of mankind, power is never given willingly. It must be taken. The revolution is not like an apple that you'll wait for to get ripe and fall from the tree. It must be plucked.